Did you know that not only women and African Americans had to fight for the right to vote, but that Asian Americans and Native Americans had to fight as well? That's why it's so surprising that less than 60% of America's eligible voter population voted in this 2016 election season. Voting is critical to guarantee that everyone in America has fair representation in the government. Currently, so many people are wasting their opportunity to vote.
Voting is important because people turn out in different numbers to the polls, making some groups more represented than others. All groups of Americans should be represented equally in the government, or we as a nation have not achieved equality.
Voting is a right that has been fought for many years, but is now not getting respected.
A group that had to fight was the Native Americans. In 1887, the government passed the DDES General Allotment Act, which stated that Native Americans can only vote if they left their tribes, which is not fair representation to Native Americans. This basically meant disowning their family to vote, and after they voted, they could not come back to their tribe. They would have to leave forever. Finally, 37 years later, the Indian Citizenship Act makes Native Americans U.S. citizens with the right to vote without leaving their tribe. All men are created equal is part of the Declaration of Independence, and we are not keeping that promise.
Voting is one way to lead America to more equality.
And if we vote, that will help the struggle that we have for equality. Recently, police have been attacking and killing black people and using the excuse that black people have a gun. One example of this is earlier this year when Oklahoma police killed Terrence Crutcher while his hands were up. There are several ways you can help. One is get out and vote.
One is participate in a voter registration drive. Also, you can share America's history with others, or if you don't have time, give them the link to this public service announcement. There was once a time when only land-owning white men could vote. Now, all races and genders can vote. If you don't vote, you are losing the chance to be fairly represented. According to one famous quote, "If you don't vote, you lose the right to complain."